Here for post-game press conference with head coach Dustin Kerns after a 58-45 victory App State over Troy. He will begin with an opening statement, and then we'll open the floor to questions.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank our fans and students. They were outstanding. I can't see the exact count. I just thought it felt like a tremendous amount of people. There's great energy in the building, so thanks to Mountaineer Nation for your help today. You guys helped us get a win. I thought it was a hard-fought win. We led for 35 minutes against a team that was sitting in first place. And so really, really proud of our guys. Everybody that played contributed. I thought Terrence Harkin was terrific on both ends of the floor. I thought Xavier Brown was really good. Donovan Gregg, I can go down the line, but I just thought our guys really were connected and we were tough.
Dustin, congratulations on the win. Can you give us a little information on Tyree Boykin's injury?
You know, it's something that's been bothering for a couple weeks, and the other night it really started bothering me. He got hit on it, and it's probably something that's going to be evaluated every week.
So relative to that, when you realized he wasn't going to be available to you, talk a little bit about the way with Xavier coming in, different style of play, the way you guys tried to set up some of your half-court action, realizing that, Xavier just brings a different skill set.
Yeah, it was a long night. We have trying to adjust because obviously Tyree's a key player for us and a shooter and a ball handler and a scorer. And so our guys executed some changes there on a quick turnaround with all that. Xavier, we started using him in the post a little bit more on his drives. But I thought he did an unbelievable job on Muhammad. Muhammad went 3 for 10, and then Punter went 0 for 10. I just think those guys, and then Phillips were 5 for 14, so 8 for 34 from their starting guards. I thought Xavier was a big part of that.
Speaking of the defense, obviously that was the key to the game. You have a game that scores like that. What did you guys do when you were setting up? It looked like you really had their spacing messed up really from the beginning, and they never kind of adjusted their way out of it. Did you guys do something different defensively?
Well, we forced all their middle ball screens left, and that kind of took them out of rhythm a little bit. We only played one possession of zone, and we've been playing a lot of zone, and I think we anticipated playing a lot of zone. But the way we were guarding and rebounding, but we basically closed out at a couple specific players differently, and with their guards. And I thought our guys did a really good job executing it, and our rotations were good. But other than just forcing all their middle ball screens left, which is a big part of their offense, and so we kind of kept them on one side of the floor, for the most part. And so, other than that was. And we just kept working. Once again, I thought we were defending, and we didn't have to adjust, to what we were doing.
Is Boykin kind of a day-to-day thing from now on?
I would say week to week. Yeah, I would say week to week. The other night he was in some pain, and it's something that's been bothering him. He didn't practice at all, even up before Georgia Southern. But I think there was a play late in that game where, it was just either got stepped on or something like that. It just really was in some pain. And so yesterday, he just wasn't going to be able to give it a go. But I would say week to week more than day to day. Yeah.
Really exceptional the way you've been playing defense for the last couple of weeks in particular now. You took a first-place team, one of the teams that's favored in this conference, completely out of things today, and they scored 41 points. Just talk about how good your defense has been.
Yeah, I haven't really – I appreciate you saying that. I haven't, last couple – it's getting better, and sometimes I think the change-up with the zone has helped our defense. But we anticipated kind of keep having to change things up. But today, I think without question, today is the best man-to-man defense we've played in a long time. And I didn't know this, but this is the least amount. I was told on the radio this is the least amount of Division I points against a team against us since 2015. And so I didn't know that, but we held a really good team to 45 points and playing man-to-man defense. That makes me feel better because I've been kind of concerned about our man-to-man defense. So I just thought we had the right guys on the right guys, and our guys, it was great team defense. They were connected, and we disrupted their rhythm.
This is a game where you had just, a day and a half basically to prepare. How do you manage to prepare for a team like Troy and be so effective against them in a situation like this?
A couple long nights. But I credit our guys to execute it. And, learning this team, we've just tried to keep things simple with them. The more and more we've got along. And, yesterday afternoon we got together, we worked on App State. And then last night at 9 o'clock we got together, we worked on Troy. We didn't start Troy until last night at 9 o'clock. And so it's a quick turnaround, but our guys, once again, we try to keep it simple, picked a couple things, and our guys executed it tremendously. Very proud of them.
You had a lot of guys play a lot of minutes today, and particularly in second game of a weekend, that's a pretty taxing thing. Just talk about how that they stepped up, particularly Xavion. I don't know if he's played 32 minutes in a game all year.
Yeah, and we knew with Boynton out, those guys were going to have to do that. And, Zacco was able to get in there and give us some minutes and give a couple guys a break. I thought Mantis had a big minutes and made back-to-back threes there, which has kind of really, helped us extend the lead. But I was so impressed and proud of our toughness. That's what we've been talking about, because Troy is very tough. They're well coached. They're tough, and we knew it was going to have to win ugly. And I thought our guys were just extremely tough. Really proud of them and our staff.
Congratulations, Dustin, again on the win. But coming into the game, I believe Troy was averaging 75 points a game, and you guys were averaging 73 points a game. Obviously, there were some lesser teams in there in both teams' opposition, but did you expect this kind of a defensive battle? Or
Yeah. If you really like their game against Georgia State the other night was in the 50s. They've only had one game in the 70s. That was Old Dominion. They've been winning in the 50s and low 60s, and they force 16 turnovers a game, and they score a lot of them. Nelson Phillips set a record this year with 12 steals in a game. And so that was a big deal for us to be able to take care of the ball. They pressure, they deny, they make it really difficult on you. And I thought our guys handled that really, really well for the most part. I didn't think our turnovers were live turnovers. And so if we turned it over, it went out of bounds and things like that. And so, we expected this to be an old man fist fight.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks. Go Mountaineers. Take a step.